It's gonna happen, just you watch.
Like the morning sun inviting the dawn to break. Beautiful. Like the joy that comes.
Good morning, everybody. Today's Friday, November 9th, and I'm here to give you guys my 5th official weigh-in. Whoa! It's a pretty decent weigh-in. I'm not really happy with the fact that I gained a little bit. However, I feel like this week, you guys saw what I ate in the food accountability log that I had at the end of my videos. I just had too much food, I think, this week. Last night, I went to my friend Bocara's house, and that's why you guys didn't see an update from me. However, I did not eat uncontrollably. Bocara is a great influence on me because she's really healthy. She's very thin and she loves exercise and loves to eat healthy, and she eats normal portions of food. And so we had a really healthy dinner last night. We had salad with carrots and radishes and cucumber, and then we had a little bowl of pasta on the side. It was this pasta with mushrooms and red pepper and some sun-dried tomatoes. It was delicious. So I just had my little portion of pasta and my little portion of salad, and I felt amazing. I was telling her that I never eat to that level of satisfaction. At first, when I was sitting there after I'd finished my food, I kind of felt like I was still hungry. I was kind of like, oh man, I could definitely go for some more of that pasta. But then the more I sat there, the more great I felt. And I've always had a problem with eating like that because I always eat too much to begin with, and then I notice that I'm really full, like past the point of being comfortable, a little too late. You know, I notice it when I'm already too full. So anyway, I had a great night last night, and I'm sorry that I didn't update. I just got home way too late, and then let's see, then I had on Wednesday night, I had a salad from Blue Barn, which was delicious, but during the day, I broke down and I had some French fries. You know, you guys saw them. You guys saw pictures of it. I wonder what you guys thought. They weren't whole wheat, obviously. They were just a white potato. I don't really have a good excuse. I just really wanted them. Rather than create this big epic drama in my head over getting it, not getting it, oh, I shouldn't, I should, you know, like, I just let myself have what I wanted. And I know that French fries are not a good, healthy item to eat. My craving for French fries is gone, though. After I had them, it was like I no longer felt that they were so important to have. I don't know if you guys think that this is relevant at all, or if it happens to you at all, but when I tell myself that certain foods are forbidden, it makes them more desirable to me. I feel like that's kind of how a lot of people are. I mean, it's why people have affairs with married people. It's kind of like human nature that once you can't have it, it's more desirable. You know, it's even, you know, how drugs are illegal and people still do them because it's so desirable. It's like secretive. There's a drive to do it because you're not supposed to. Also with underage drinking, you know, it was like so desirable to know what alcohol tasted like or to have a cigarette before you're allowed to. Things that are illegal in our mind are forbidden and in a way more desirable once we give them that label. Now, obviously, you know, you guys can have your own opinions about that, but I just definitely notice myself with food. In the past, when I've told myself that certain foods are off limits, I tend to kind of find myself unconsciously desiring them more. I obviously have told you guys I don't believe in cutting anything out of my diet this time around. I'm gonna allow myself to have whatever I want. I'm just gonna try to have less of the item, And also, I'm going to try to find a healthier version of whatever I want. So you guys saw a couple weeks ago when I was craving pizza, I wanted to order a pizza, but that was my first reaction, to order a pizza. But I came home and I made pizza. I made homemade little pizza on a naan bread, and it was perfect. It was the same flavors, the same kind of textures that I wanted, the cheese and the sauce and the bread. I have to say that I didn't do all that well with finding a substitute for French fries, but rather than not let myself have what I was really, really craving, I decided I was just going to go ahead and let myself have them and see how I felt afterward. Well, I have to say that I enjoyed them, but they were kind of cold by the time I got them back to my house. I probably ate the majority of them regardless. Just to be honest, I did eat the majority of them. They, in turn, satisfied that desire that I had for French fries, thus making them not forbidden and not making them more desirable in my head. So I had them, and they weren't even that good. And so the idea that I was having of them, the idealization of crispy, delicious, hot, salty French fries, was kind of shattered because I had them and they weren't that good. So it kind of made me get over my French fry thing. I got to experience what it was like to not have that epic battle in my head about food. I don't have any good excuses because my intention was to give myself what I wanted. And in turn, it made me not want to have French fries again for a little while because they weren't good. They didn't live up to my wonderful expectation of what they were going to taste like. So for my weigh-in, I didn't even tell you. Okay, so this week I weighed 199.0, so I'm up 4/10 of a pound. It's okay with me. Honestly, I kind of had a feeling that I was going to be up a little bit this week. It's not even a half of a pound, so I'm not going to be upset about it. In all honesty, I'm not. I'm actually extremely happy that I've lost 11 pounds total. So I was close to 12 last week, but now I'm at a solid 11. I'm just feeling so much better. My clothes are fitting just a teeny bit better. I can walk uphill and not feel like I'm going to die. I can go to the gym and try to do my interval training for longer. I feel like my abilities to be physical are getting better. So if the scale isn't going to match up with my view of how I did this week, that's fine. I do have to say though, last night when I was at my friend Bokara's house, we lit a fire because it's been so cold. As you can tell, I'm all bundled up. We lit a fire in her fireplace, and then we were really in the mood for hot chocolate. So we had some peppermint dark hot chocolate with a little bit of peppermint schnapps in them. And it was amazing. So decadent. Oh my god, it tasted like a hot, dark, fudgy brownie with a little bit of peppermint sprinkles on it. It was so incredible. We just had a very small cup. We had about half of the size mug here filled with hot chocolate. We just made enough for us to have a little bit. I kind of, every time I drink alcohol, I always have the impression that I'm not going to be able to lose a significant amount of weight. And it was just last night that I had some peppermint schnapps. So I don't know if that's it. I don't know if it's just my body. So I'm just going to accept my weigh-in. It's not a big deal to me because I'm not really putting a lot of expectation on these weigh-ins. They're not really that important to me. I want to know that my trend is downward. And so that's why I'm doing these weekly weigh-ins, and for accountability, I said that I had wanted to lose between 10 and 15 pounds by Thanksgiving. Well, I'm already at 11, and that's why I think I'm just so happy with my weigh-in. It would have been nicer to be at 13 this week, sure, but Thanksgiving is basically 2 weeks away, and here's Thanksgiving right here. It's the day before my week 7 weigh-in. I already accomplished that goal that I set for myself about losing 10 to 15 pounds. I would like to lose 15, but I don't think it's going to happen because it's only 2 weeks away. I'm not going to miraculously drop 4 pounds in the next 2 weeks. And as you can tell, I did minimal exercise this week. I went to the gym 3 times. Those 3 days that I went to the gym, I was working on my interval training. Oatmeal. Since Thanksgiving is fastly approaching, I wanted to do something for all of you. All you have to do is be a subscriber to my channel. One person out there is going to get a little thank you bag for Thanksgiving. I just wanted to show my gratitude because I have so much to be thankful for. I'm really thankful for my mindset right now. I'm really thankful that I'm in this place. I'm thankful that I have all of you guys to support me. And of course I'm thankful for a lot of other things, but I wanted to show my gratitude to you guys. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to put together a teeny little gift basket for my Thanksgiving giveaway. These are the items that are going to be within the bag. So the other day I was talking about my skincare routine and I wanted to give away something that was kind of related to that. So I'm going to give away one of the 3-in-1 Birdy Botanical cleansers. I'm probably going to give the scent grapefruit and lemongrass away because it's my favorite. There is a lavender one, so if you prefer that one, then you can just let me know if you're the winner, then I'll get you that one instead. I'm going to be giving away one of the handmade journals I make. I started this little company called the Littlest Acorn Book Arts a couple of years ago, and I basically just bind books. This one is really cute though because I covered it in a paper that's forks and knives and spoons, and then on the inside here you can see my little logo. It has this really pretty blue lining here on the inside and on the back cover, and then it's just a blank sketchbook, kinda. You can write whatever you want in it. I think that it's kind of cute because it's related to eating, and it's got these utensils on it. They're really pretty. And it's got some French writing. I don't know, I just thought that that would be kind of a cute addition. You can use it as a food journal, you could use it as a journal, a reflection of your day, you could use it as a gratitude journal. You know, I just think that it'd be really cute. So I'm gonna put that in with the little giveaway. And then I'm sure I'm gonna end up giving away a couple more things, but the main thing that I'm really giving away, the thing that's going to have the most impact on you guys, is this. I already listened to it. I have it uploaded in my iTunes, and I thought, what better way to help someone than to give them the tools that helped me get where I am today. So I started reading Women, Food, and God, and I was into maybe the first chapter when I bought this. This is such a good recording, and I have a feeling that whoever listens to it, whoever gets it, is going to have an epiphany. It really changed my perspective on how I should go about weight loss and how I should feel about myself. This is going to be included in the little gift basket that you get. So we've got Take Back Your Life Disc 1, which is over here. And then we've got Take Back Your Life Disc 2 over here. And they just fold up into this little black thing. Okay, so I don't know if you remember, if you guys have any idea about this. There was something that was going on when I was younger. It was called like a chain letter or something like that. I mean, it's kind of the idea of forwarding emails, but there was something when I was a kid that was, I think it was called chain letters. And you would write something down and you would put it in the mail and send it to someone, and then that person would open it up, add something to it, and send it to somebody else. Can't make the winner of this giveaway do this, but in my perfect world, that person that receives this would take it and listen to it and absorb it and gain information, gain knowledge from it, gain love for themselves. And then that person would have a giveaway and give this away too. That way, it would continue. It'd be like a chain letter. Maybe more people can be helped with this than just the one person who wins this giveaway. If you're interested in winning the giveaway, write a little comment and I will include your name in the drawing. I'm going to be doing my official weigh-in on the 23rd. You guys have until the 22nd to get your entry into me. If you really want to win this stuff, you have 2 weeks to be a subscriber and write a comment. Whoever wins, I will notify you in a YouTube message, and then I will get all of your information and send it out to you. So you should be receiving it probably by the end of November. So here's the food for thought for today. Food is not mother. In the mind of a baby, food is synonymous with mother. As the baby grows, the two concepts become differentiated, but perhaps never completely separated. We compulsive overeaters may still be confusing food with mother. Often we feel a great deal of hostility and resentment toward our mother. She did not give us enough love, or she gave us the wrong kind. She overfed us, or she denied us what we needed. We may still be searching in the refrigerator for that perfect mother. Isn't it about time to realize that she's not there? No matter what we eat or how much we eat, we cannot turn back the clock and again become a part of our mother. Perhaps instead of being inadequate, our mother was such a great source of comfort and satisfaction that we do not want to face life without a substitute for her presence. And the meditation for the day is, I pray that food will not be synonymous with the idea of mother. That's interesting. If you really think about it, I mean, I'm sure we all are understanding of this meditation, that when you're a baby, obviously you are completely dependent on the people around you to sustain your life. You need to be fed, you need to be touched, you need to be loved. And sometimes when we cry when we're kids, we may not get the specific thing that we need. How is it possible that our parents were to know that? There's no way. And as parents one day, or as parents, if you guys are parents, there is no way to know exactly what our babies are crying for. We can assume that they're hungry, or we can assume that they need to be held. We can assume that they went to the bathroom and we need to clean up their diaper. Okay, so it's like those things, and there's no way to possibly pinpoint exactly what they're calling for. Now, it's possible that when you cried when you were a baby, your mom always fed you. Obviously, she checked if she needed to change you, but it turned out that for the most part, you were fed. And that idea is kind of synonymous with the idea of Freud's theory. Basically, what Freud was thinking is that during infancy, you get an extreme amount of pleasure as a baby through your mouth. Everything is related to interaction that you have in your mouth. You receive nourishment. There are so many different stages within the psychosexual stages of development. What Freud proposed was that everybody had to go through these stages of development in order to function. And you couldn't really pass from one stage to the next successfully unless all the needs were met in that first stage. So what happens a lot of the time, and I feel like what's related to this right here, is that we have something called fixation. Now, I'm sure you've heard that word before, and I'm sure that you've used it in your life before. You've heard the term oral fixation. This is where it stems from. When people have an oral fixation, they always have to have something in their mouth because the pleasure center is their mouth. They chew on pen caps, they chew on straws, they constantly need to chew gum, maybe they smoke, maybe they're overeaters. So I feel like although this meditation is kind of harsh and it's saying that our moms didn't give us what we needed, I have to kind of argue with that because there's no way a mother can know what a baby needs exactly to a T. I mean, but I'm not a mom, so I don't know. Maybe all of you moms out there know exactly what specific cries mean with your baby. I don't know that I'll ever be able to do that. I don't know. What I have to say about it is that perhaps when we cried, we were always fed. And so, in a way, we learned that when everything was scary and everything was bad and we cried, then we got food. It's very interesting because if you really think about it, isn't that kind of what we do today as emotional eaters? When things are bad and things are really scary, what do? We eat. So some memories that are lost to us from our infancy are still very deeply ingrained in our unconscious mind, in Freud's theories. And something very interesting is the fact of the oral fixation. So that might be something to ponder if you feel like you always turn to food in times of stress, in times of fear, in times of worry. Then maybe it's possible that at one point in your life, when you were too young to control it, that you were being fed to comfort yourself.
She is unstoppable.